Let's spend a little bit of time on diversity, authenticity, and respect. I want to make sure we kind of close up with some of these thoughts that you might have. Jacqueline, you've been a champion of the idea that both companies and employees should embrace their heritage and their unique perspectives. Why is this such a major part of your marketing philosophy?
It's a major part of my philosophy because I think that if you've ever been in a place where you felt like you couldn't be yourself, that's a very hard place to be. On every dimension, where people come into something, whether you're coming into a new school, whether you're coming into a new job, whether you're coming into a new group that you may not have been a part of, it could be a women's group, it could be anything. When you come in and you're either reading the room or reading the tea leaves or trying to understand the norms, you walk in, and if you're the only one who is you, that by itself is not a comfortable feeling. Right before the pandemic, I was presenting at an Ascendant conference, and I said to the room, if you're me and you walk into this room is mostly men. I think maybe there was less than 15% women. And I said, there's one other person of color in here aside from myself. Have you ever felt how I feel when I walk into this room? And I appreciate the people who've come up to me and welcomed, like, hi, how are you? But in most cases, I'm the one where there are groups or clumps of men where I have to go up and kind of try to start a conversation. And what I said to them was, I want you to think about that the next time you see someone like me, how hard it is for that person. And just reach out, welcome them. And that is, to me, what facilitates someone feeling that they can be themselves. Because if you see people that are not like you, it's not that you're trying to mimic their behavior. You're saying this is the group that they appear to all know each other and they appear to all accept each other. And so maybe the me, that who I am, may not be accepted. And so therefore, I've got to kind of morph into something that may not be me, which is why people may not understand the big deal about people's hair and them having the ability for people of color to wear their hair natural the way that they want to wear it, and why that's so important. It's important because it is someone saying, accept me the way that I am. I may not look exactly like you, but how I look is okay. And you should be okay with it too. And we should all accept that. And so that's what I mean by people bringing their authentic self, feeling that they can be their authentic self, feeling that they can be who they are, whatever that is. If I rolled up in here with some purple hair today, it would be okay. That's just me and who I am. And I think that we've in the past not been as open and accepting to the differences that people have, which I'm really extraordinarily happy that we are moving to a place where it feels like we are able to do that now in a way that we hadn't in the past.
I feel like in many ways, the path that you've chosen has not been an easy one. Working not only at some large brands, but you're talking about you who was able to also navigate your way up to leadership at some really big brands in some tough climates and times. And so in many ways, you've been really kind of shining a light and shining a path for those. And I agree with you. I think things are changing, which is great, but they weren't always this way.
They weren't this way. If I'm being brutally honest, it was hard for me. It wasn't easy. 99% of the time, I was often the only female, and certainly the only Black person in the room.
What made you keep going? Because you certainly could have taken lots of twists and turns outside of the big brands that you worked with, but what made you keep going?
That's an interesting question because I literally on my own website, I say, if you put one foot in front of the other, eventually you'll get there. I'm a big believer in Aesop's fables. I love the tortoise and the hare. I love the fact that the little tortoise just kept on moving. I love the fact that people can be resilient. I love that you can have a setback and just get up and keep going. And I think the difference is we're going to have setbacks. You're going to have setbacks. I had setbacks. I had tons of setbacks. I think I just did not let those things define me or even stop me from what I felt was my own path that I wanted to take.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This segment is brought to you by Salesforce. Salesforce brings marketing and engagement together. If you want to learn more, head over to salesforce.com/marketing. And please subscribe to this channel for more marketing insights from the world's best marketing leaders across the Fortune 500 and beyond.